The Deputy Majority Leader, Edo State House of Assembly, Natasha expressed hope that God will intervene in favor.
The country is in shambles with the opposition party. Let's decide who governs us so that we can live and eat.
Now Two-Face, so guys, Two-Face just entered the House of Assembly and he has caused commotion everywhere. Two-Face in the Edo State House of Assembly right now. Two-Face Idibia is in Edo Assembly.
I don't want people to see this. Embarrassment is only so good talking
Come on now.
Yes, the view is better here. Don't you see this view?
Two-Face's honorable Natasha the Snatcher. Anyways, I would say Natasha the Snatcher because if somebody has not publicly divorced his wife and you're receiving and accepting a wedding ring or a proposal ring, that makes you somebody who is ready to snatch. You should have waited for him to properly come out before you receive the ring.
Divorce lawyer Eberechukwu Aro has called out Two Baba after he filed for divorce. The lawyer said that they cannot grant Two-Face a one-sided divorce. He cannot just wake up one morning and decided to end his statutory marriage alone. The lawyer asked Two-Face if he was the only one in the marriage. The lawyer said that both of them must prove that their marriage is completely broken before they can be granted a divorce.
As we all know from rumor has it that our Natasha girl, like I said on the last video, is coming from a very big family and influential family. But this girl has a Costco in the head because when it comes to relationship, it's no leave, no transfer, as she will pepper the man that she's dating and refuse to leave if they want to break up with her. Again, like I said, she has attachment issues. Last video, I was telling you guys that this guy tried to buy herself because her ex told her that he no longer wants her. This girl refused to leave his house. This guy begged, had to call some members of her family to help to beg. They convinced her to leave. This guy bought her a dog, a chihuahua, allegedly, to help her calm down, gave her a lot of money just to have her calm. But this girl was like, I'm not leaving. Families had to intervene for her to say, okay, she's going. Ex drove her to the airport to say bye-bye to her and left her at the airport. When this guy was returning home, Madam had already found herself back to this guy's house and was there waiting to continue the relationship that the guy does not want to continue. Speaking about gums, this one would be attached more than super glue. Anyway, some people be thinking that Two Baba has done something better for himself, but it's looking like this one is a red flag that is redder than the Red Sea, because hey, this girl, as rumor has it, allegedly she went to a lab, forged the pregnancy and told her ex, I'm pregnant, because of this you cannot leave me. And ex said, pregnancy only to find out that she forged it just because she did not want to leave this dude. So, people, there is more gist, but for now, let's just be giving the teasers. As I said, our two baba be thinking that he has gone to a better place. Oh, guy, you may just be leaving frying pan to fire. Some men, they never learn. Anyway, my people, that's the gist. I'll be back for more gist. Follow this space for more juicier gist, because from where this came from, more is coming.
Annieidibia expressed her anger and pain after Two-Face fight for divorce, and he said that she would destroy everything that Two-Face has. She said that when she is done with him, that he will regret ever knowing her. And he went on to say that nobody understands what she went through in his hands. She explained that everything seems fine between them. She said that before Two-Face left the house that day, he told her that he loved her and even lied to her that he was going for a video shoot. She even kissed him goodbye, not knowing that he had planned with his family to leave for America. His brother helped him unpack, and after he left, she found out through social media the next day that he had already filed for divorce without even confronting her. She said that she has been calling him, but he is not answering. She believes that his family hates her. She has vowed that by the time she is done with him, that he will regret everything that he has done to her. After Annie cried out and vowed to destroy Two-Face, Ona pastor and marriage counselor Yo Edochie decided to share his opinion. Pastor Yo Edochie told Annie that she needs to understand that marriage is not a do or die affair. He said if her husband left, it's because he wasn't happy in the marriage. Yo said that he believes that if a marriage isn't working, it's better to walk away than to stay and hurt each other. He said there is no need to fight to stay in a marriage or insult each other after divorce. He said if someone decides to leave, that they have every right to marry again. If the marriage doesn't work, they can leave and marry again, even up to 50 times if they want. Yo emphasized that what makes one happy may not work for another person. He said nobody should force anyone to live in a certain way just to have a so-called happy marriage. Yo said everyone should do what works for them, and if someone chooses not to marry at all, that is okay.
This is an interesting story about Two-Face Idibia, his relationship, and Annieidibia. So, before you draw conclusion about the things that is happening in their relationship now, I reckon you listen to this story. And I'm going to be breaking this into 3 parts, if not 4 parts, for the sake of the time. So, story, back in the days, there was an upcoming music artist, upcoming superstar named Innocent Idibia. And as at that time, he was the hottest guy among his crew. His crew then was known to be a plantation boys crew that was made up of Two-Face, Face, and Blackface. So among these 3, Two-Face happened to be the hottest guy, every woman's dream. And people, women, beautiful queen, were flocking around him. And he was, going from one relationship to the other, picking up beautiful queen and dropping some, and then also picking the next, until Annieidibia met him at a studio named the Ezra Studio. That was when Annieidibia, at 15 years old then, met Two-Face, who was 24 years old at that time as well. And just like other girls, Annieidibia fell for Two-Face Idibia. In fact, the both of them fell for each other. It was called love at first sight. So that was how everybody, it trended that time that they were together. It was all in the news. Two-Face Idibia and Annie in a relationship. So that was how the relationship grew, like it flourished, until at a point they broke up, kind of. And Annie Macaulay, at that time she was Annie Macaulay. So Annie Macaulay said, she nurtured Two-Face. She stood by him when he had an accident. She sacrificed a lot of things for Two-Face. Something led to something that they broke up. And I'm going to tell you the rest of the story in another part of this video. So here I am with the second part of the story regarding Annieidibia, Two-Face Idibia, and their relationship. Like I said, before you draw your conclusions, make sure you listen to this story. So, fast forwarding to the time of Bimbo, the girlfriend, the person or the girl that Two-Face was dating back in that days, remember, at that time, he had already met with Annieidibia. They were already in a relationship. Then, as they were still in this relationship, Two-Face was dating a girl named Bimbo at Festac then. And Annieidibia knew about this lady, this Bimbo lady. But then, when she confronted Two-Face, Two-Face denied that they were not dating, that it was just a girl, a fan of his. A girl that just loved his music and all, that they were not in a relationship. But the thing that happened now, that was the beginning of the pang of distress, was when Bimbo got pregnant for Two-Face. Remember, Two-Face everybody knew that Two-Face was in a relationship as it were with Annieidibia. Then he went and impregnated Bimbo. When Bimbo told Two-Face that she was pregnant for him, Two-Face was like, no, I can't deal with this now. I'm just an upcoming artist. I'm just starting my life. I can't, become a father now and all of those. So Bimbo now ran and went to Two-Face's mother, that is innocent mother, and innocent mother, that is Two-Face's mother, was like, hang around, stay around, and keep the pregnancy. I'm going to take care of the baby. So that was how Bimbo stayed with Two-Face's mother. Then, at that point, you remember, when Annieidibia heard about this pregnancy, this Bimbo's pregnancy with Two-Face, that news was shocking to her, that she landed herself in the hospital and stayed a couple of days in the hospital. Then, when she came back, she told Two-Face to tell the Bimbo lady to come out the belly, okay? That is going to ruin his career if that Bimbo of a girl keep the pregnancy and born the baby, that women might not be interested in listening to his music again, that he should tell Bimbo to come out the belly. I also want you to remember to know that at 17 years old, Annieidibia was even got pregnant for Two-Face, but she come out the belly because like she was advising Two-Face. She didn't want Two-Face career to get ruined and all. So that was why she sacrificed and went and come out that belly. She was not advising Two-Face to tell Bimbo to do same, otherwise it's going to affect his career. So eventually Two-Face took Bimbo to their well-known hospital where they come out belly. So that was where Bimbo come out the belly. And Annieidibia made sure that she gave Bimbo buzzwords, like she really dealt with Bimbo, that made Bimbo and her family to run out of Festac. They left the area at that point. In fact, it was easy for her to do so because she came from a poor background and all. So she didn't have all it takes to fight. And meanwhile, I forgot to mention, when Bimbo got pregnant, that brought this shock to Annieidibia. They landed her in the hospital. Annieidibia's mom, remember, they've been telling Annieidibia to leave Two-Face alone, to just leave Two-Face alone because he's not worth Annieidibia. So, but Annieidibia, at a point, Bimbo mom threatened Two-Face that she was going to arrest him. Then Annieidibia threatened her mom that she was going to, buy herself if she arrests the love of her life. So that is to tell you the level of love, the kind of love Annieidibia had for Two-Face. So listen up for the next part of the story, in part 3 of this story. So this is the third part of the story between Two-Face Idibia, Annieidibia, and the relationship, how everything started and what led to what. So the third part is the fact that Annieidibia later conquered Annie Macaulay that time, conquered Bimbo, that Bimbo that was pregnant, and she pressured Two-Face to tell Bimbo to come out the baby, and they later come out the belly. So moving forward, then Annie and Two-Face, they started living together, and Annie was almost 18 years old then. They were living together in Festac, and Annie was living together with Two-Face, his brothers, and the plantation boys. They were all living together in Festac. So it was when she was almost turning 18 years that Two-Face dropped the African Queen, that trended, that even made him more popular. All right, and she dedicated the music or the song to Annie Macaulay. So their relationship kept growing. At some point, not just kept growing anyway, because they were doing, it was actually like a patchy relationship. Because when Two-Face became popular, more girls were flocking around him, and he never said no. Yeah, because he was also dealing with them and all of that. So at some point, he met with one Sumbo that time, a very sweet girl that came from an average home. Sumbo was showering Two-Face with gifts, with goodies, with money, and what have you. And not just to Two-Face, but to Two-Face brothers, and all of them liked Sumbo that time. And Sumbo did not like the fact that Annie Macaulay then was living with Two-Face. So, I mean, she raised an eyebrow regarding about that. But Two-Face denied that he was single, that he didn't have anything to do with Annie, that Annie was just that young girl that was looking for accommodation, that he was just harboring Annie Macaulay that time. So fast forward to the time he started doing kerewa with this Sumbo lady. He got Sumbo pregnant, and that was when and Sumbo became the first baby mama to Two-Face, because remember, Two-Face was already in a relationship with Annieidibia, yet, or Annie Macaulay then, yet he got Sumbo pregnant. That was when the whole pain, the whole ups and downs, the whole pangs of distress started with Annieidibia. At that time, Annieidibia almost went to the pre-pre, and she started. The only thing she was not doing that time was, taking substance, but she was already starting because of that pressure, because of, it was too much. The blow was too much on her. Even though Sumbo family did not want Sumbo to marry or to live with Two-Face, because according to them, they felt Two-Face was a kind of an opportunist, as it were. So they didn't want that relationship with Sumbo and Two-Face. So because of this Sumbo pregnancy, Annieidibia broke up. In fact, Annieidibia gave up fighting for her man, and she broke up with Two-Face. Then along the line, Two-Face met this rich kid that is called Pero, that came from United States. Pero is a daughter of famous rich Jide Adeniyi. So Two-Face met with this Pero, and they started having things together as well. And Pero was lavish. She was spoiling Two-Face with goodies, with gifts, and what have you. So that was how they started getting along as well. And wait till the next part of the story.
Oh my God, I hope this is not true. I hope this is not true. I don't wish this to be true. I don't even wish it on anybody, even my enemies. Jesus. Gist Lover has come out to say that we are accusing Two Baba wrongly and that we are taking sides. Gist Lover revealed a secret, a secret about Two Baba. Gist Lover has said, alleged, because it is alleged, allegedly, according to this Gist Lover, he or she said that innocent Two Baba, Two-Face Idibia, is suffering a kidney disease, and that he has been managing this particular kidney disease since 2015. 10 years, for 10 years. Jesus, let this not be true. Hey, according to him or her, they said that Two Baba and Annieidibia, that they ruined their lives. According to that, all of them, the two of them are victims of themselves. You understand? Are victim of, whatever that happened in that marriage, because I'm not there. God, I beg. Let this not be true, oh God.
3 mistakes Annieidibia made that women should never make. Number 1, she ignored obvious red flags. Yeah. This guy left you, went ahead to impregnate 2 women, then came back to you, and you accepted to become his 3rd baby mama. And then typically he left you again to go and impregnate yet one of his old baby mamas. And then you act surprised. All the signs were on the wall. All the writings were on the wall. Number 2, she chose a toxic relationship over herself. Look at her. She's a shadow of herself. Even look at the husband. You could tell the relationship has been toxic for a very long time. She had the opportunities to leave when she reached certain bus stops, when she realized that this thing wasn't going to work. But guess what? She chose the toxic relationship over herself. Now, her husband has chosen himself over her. And that's one thing people must know. A man does not think with his heart. He thinks with his head. It is we women that think with our hearts. Number 3, she didn't accept the reality of her situation. And she didn't accept the consequences of her decision. Because you married a man who has 2 baby mamas. And every time the man wants to go and spend time with his kids or anything, you come out to raise dust and shout and say, oh, they want to snatch him. They want to do this. What were you expecting when you accepted that arrangement?
We'll do another 10 years. I beg.
When Two-Face apologized to Annie for cheating on her, he proposed to her again and told her, babe, let's be together again for 10 years. Annie responded,
I'm doing forever, waiting 10 years.
No way, I am doing forever. What's 10 years? To that, Two-Face said, okay, let's keep counting, but I root for 10 years. In the end, Annie forgave him and committed to him forever, while Two-Face was filing for divorce. His intentions were always clear from the beginning: fear men.
The reason your man keeps cheating on you is because you're not spending his money. Girl, you are supposed to keep this man on the verge of bankruptcy. Like he is supposed to be having heart attack. Because he knows any wrong step, he goes down into the verge of bankruptcy. So he does not have time to focus to go look for another girl because the one he has, he can barely afford. So his entire time he's going to be working. But no, you're not spending his money. Somebody else is spending it. Somebody else is flexing the risk with the card while you're sitting there being a good, understanding wife, girlfriend. Why? Who told you that that's what you have to be? Didn't you see what happened to Lot's wife? She became a salt statue. Then the rain came and washed her away. That is what happened to you. Spend that man's money. Swipe it. If you don't know how to spend it, ask me. I will teach you. Eat it. You see me like this? Woo! I can spend. Hey! I never lack nothing to buy. There's always something to buy for me. If you like, you spend. If you like, you don't spend. Oh yeah? Sit there and be crying. While you're crying, another girl is popping bottles on his dime. Okay? Anyway, how I look. Spend his money.
Man. You know how many tech gurus, tech young men, young girls, young tech. If you want to regulate, if so Instagram not supposed to come now, we get people who get Instagram. We forget Nigerian Instagram. What in China do? What in Dubai they do? What in other people they do? Now that one that they call regulation. We get tech people, WhatsApp, Twitter. We get Nigerian people who don't develop level like that. But because we know our government is irresponsible, all those things falling, I don't even know. Now when I come to say, oh boy, this thing is causing problem. It say we are responsible. We for no now. We for no. We for safeguard. We for block and safeguard. We own younger people so that their own will be the main level. Oh yeah, see our population market die. But we agreed and everything.
Hey you, baby, don't be long, oh. You can't be looking nice like this to go out, and I'm not going with you. God, baby, I love this color.
Thank you, darling.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Frankie, bring my man home on time.
Thank you so much for watching this video. For daily entertainment, news, and celebrity good and bad updates, and all you need to know that's happening in the country, don't forget to hit this red subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to always stay connected to us. One love and God bless you all. Don't forget to thumbs up to this video and comment down below what you think about this.